This shit be chipping. Alright, let me get my real talk on. We got a lot to go over. I gotta fucking sim some of the league, all that shit, like the tournament shit, all that shit. So let me get this shit done.
Never touched nobody's phone. I've been in here. I've been next to you.
Real top.
Oh, I grabbed it from behind the bed. I put it on the bed.
How many? Let's see how many weeks.
If he touched that, then I ain't gonna lie, he touched that.
I think this is a good conversation to listen to in a second. Hold on, laughing out bears, not letting him go.
No. You're first. I'm talking about his first. The Giants have the Bears next year's first in real life. Like, we made that trade in this draft, so I need that first off of him.
Oh, the trade they made when they traded
during the draft. Yeah, we traded for the 4th. They got that 12th pick off of us. We moved back, and then we picked up a next year's first round pick.
Let's see, BK, what's up, BK?
Oh, I'll just send it to him or something. So, what did you say, Aaron? Oh, can you pass me that? I'm not gonna say. Giants trade with Bears.
Damn! Now circle about taking shots.
I'm mad because I said what I said.
Oh god! Should I post this one in the RDL chat, or is this just for the Madden franchise?
No, I'm putting it in all the chats. I got it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. Jam on it. I jam on it. Jam on it. Tune in time.
How do I send him the deal so he sees what I'm talking about? I don't see where the Giants. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
All you gotta do is Google that shit.
Nah, you're fine. You're fine, bro. Don't worry about it.
I'm Googling, so he see what I'm talking about.
All right, we are live. Let's go. Let's go. First of all, I want to hear this Stephen A. situation right now. I want to know. So I'm looking on YouTube right now before we get into the real talks and the things I'm gonna talk about today. Black Power for real. I see First Take and I see Stephen A. Unfair. Tebow has an opportunity and Kaepernick doesn't. Anybody want to comment on that? So here we go. Hold on. Stephen A. Unfair. Tebow has an opportunity and Kaepernick doesn't for race issues in the NFL. Anybody on chat with me right now? Is that a conversation that should be really being had with First Take or any type of those NFL networks?
I don't think it should be from the race standpoint, but more so the opportunity standpoint. I think when some of the real players in the league was saying like that's not right, just for like guys that's like passionately for the game right now. I'm not saying Tebow's not passionate. We don't know how passionate he is, but like right now, fresh out of college guys, they could have got drafted or a free agent picked up. That is somebody's spot. That's a whole spot on the roster. A 75-man roster.
So my question would be, why would this be even a conversation? Unfair. Tebow has an opportunity and Kaepernick doesn't for race issues in the NFL. So why would they even compare the two? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, Kaepernick took a knee for, what is it? Equality or some shit like that. All right. And Tim Tebow took a knee for his beliefs, his religious beliefs, right?
Yes.
So does that have an arguing basis right now, or is it Stephen A. just be tripping?
I think just as Stephen A. trying to not make it so like black and white. He's trying to pull like, you know what I'm saying? He on TV, on that First Take. He's trying not to like lose his job, but do what he always do, which is say the thing that kind of needs to be said. It is some bull job.
So Shogun, you kind of diverse in this type of conversation. What do you think?
Bro, honestly, I feel like I agree. I agree with the fact that Kaepernick needs the same opportunity. Because it's like Tebow didn't have to come back and hold a tryout in Atlanta to get teams to come out and see. If
Nah, he just got fucking signed. Like, hey, we want you. Let's go.
A separate tryout at that. Like, really held his own. Like, nah, like it's
like it wasn't no excuse. It was flat out. Look, Tim Tebow, we want you. Let's go. Sign the contract. No, nobody can stop us from signing you at tight end. And that's like, that. And Kaepernick had to go through loops and the hoops and all this other bullshit. And like the whole thing about it is he took a knee for, you know, police brutality. So that became a big political situation. You know, the politics went crazy over it to be able to get votes and all that shit. But Tim Tebow, I mean, what's the difference? He taking a knee for religious beliefs. What if everybody don't fuck with his religious belief? You know what I'm saying? Like, do that make sense what I'm saying right now? Or am I talking on my ass a little bit?
Nah, that's exactly the part that's like, you know what I'm saying? Because they recognize where they was just going through, like, that's not just what's going on in the league, but like in the NBA, but like people was just talking about like they're surprised NBA players are like Muslim going through Ramadan. Like, why is that surprising? Like, there's mad different. Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about what they're doing, they're making it race and white privilege is two separate things.
Yeah, I agree. And Tim Tebow is signed because of white privilege. Bottom line, no way around that, right? I agree. And Kaepernick going through it because, you know, obviously, to me, he ain't do nothing wrong in my opinion, at all. But, you know, it sparked a big ass, you know, once Trump got a hand of it, it just sparked a big ass situation. He was able to divide people in this, because them same people that was screaming, police, we love the police, Blue Lives Matter, with them same motherfuckers fucking the Capitol Police up. Whooping their ass and telling them we here because for y'all, but whooping their ass. So let's listen to this.
But that isn't stopping the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are expected to sign the 33-year-old Tebow to a 1-year contract later this week or next week to play tight end, a position he never played in high school, college, or his previous 3-year.
So the nigga getting signed to play something he never even played ever.
That's why I said, like, what film do you like? What film has there ever been on Tim Tebow?
Say that again. Yeah, because he's white, of course. He only getting an opportunity because he's white.
That there's going to be guys in that locker room that are going to ask, why is Tebow getting the shot when other guys aren't, especially a guy like Colin Kaepernick, who actually did lead a team to a Super Bowl as a quarterback.
How about this? Is it the position, though? Maybe can the position play a role in this?
Well, first of all, as I said earlier,
he's never played tight end. What leverage is that? Like, he's never played tight end.
Whatever else he should not apologize for, and he should grab that opportunity to do the best he can with it. I do not think this is linked to Colin Kaepernick. However, and I'm not faulting anyone for doing that, because I do believe he's simply reporting what he believes will be said in the locker room. We exist in a kind of clickbait age.
You can't blame Tebow.
And that's what Dez was saying. Dez was saying, I'm not mad at Tebow. That was his. He won a college championship with Tim Tebow at quarterback. Exactly.
But he's not getting him back as a quarterback. He bringing him in on some. That's my guy. Come play tight end for me. Let's see if let's give you another shot. So the argument is Kaepernick not worthy of that a shot like that? For Kaepernick to get a shot, they got broadcasting. Yeah.
My thing is, how many recent guys is Urban could call up and actually give them a real legit shot? He'd probably make a couple of guys try. Tebow just kind of run it back.
Yeah, who you know? She makes sense though. It's a who you know thing too, because it's never what you know, it's who you know.
Who you know, yeah. Connections is everything. The Urban got plenty though. That's why it gets down to like race, because why Tebow? Like, think about how many connections Urban got. Literally, when he walked away from O State. Why Tim Tebow? Out of all of the college players that Urban Myers has ever touched in the last 3 years, Tim Tebow.
Listen to this.
This may have to do with Tim Tebow's popularity, the fact that he played for Urban Meyer, the fact that he has a lot of people who like the way he
his character.
Yeah, his character or his religious kind of devotion, right? Whatever it is. But if you have those kind of privileges for whatever reason, I do think it's incumbent upon you to speak up for those who don't. So when I hear things like Stephen A will take exception to the tanking in Philadelphia, because a black GM could have never gotten away with that. And my point is, that's not an argument for me. I'm not giving up any privilege I will insist that everyone is so privileged. Everyone should be treated with the same kind of respect and given latitude to try to succeed and fail if they might and get opportunity. And since Tim Tebow enjoys that in a league that has maybe illegally stonewalled Colin Kaepernick, they can't even give him a look. You can't even just put him on the field and watch him in an official tryout. Come on. Maybe Tim Tebow should stand up and say, you know what, I'm thankful for this opportunity. There's some people who don't have it and mention Kaepernick by name. I would certainly applaud that.
I wouldn't mind him doing some shit like that.
If he sees it as an opportunity. Now you'll see it
if
right
he
there.
a God-bearing man, like you say, he'd be the one.
He'll see it as
he
a
would do
blessed
that type of
opportunity.
shit.
You're absolutely right. And
Man, Kaepernick, he talking about Kaepernick couldn't throw flats. You one of those guys. Cap better than plenty of quarterbacks that got a job right now in the league right now. Bullshit. You don't think that.
Oh,
anyway, welcome to the channel, baby. AntHits, the franchise guru. We here, baby. We ready to talk about a lot of things. We're about to talk about the Madden franchise Junkies tournament that's been so anticipated. We're going to talk about the new league, the Madden franchise Junkie 2 league that's chipping right now. Oh my God. But we got to get to the league of all leagues, RDL5, and talk about what's been going on here. You know what I'm talking about? So we're going to step right into it, man, and just leave y'all where we left off at. We got to get to the playoff talk right now, man, right away. I don't want to be in this conversation whatsoever, but I'm going to have to touch this topic sooner or later. So one of the first games we watched getting played right now was in the wild card round. We had the Rams meeting the Seahawks, 2 Demon Time members playing against each other, and the younger T, the Simpkins family, won the game 52-21. The Seahawks kind of got air a couple games in a row out this bitch. But I think he's going to come back strong. He'll be fine. Let's dig into the numbers and see what happened over here. 343 offensive yards gained, 379 for the Rams, 134 rushing to 189, 209 in the pass game, and 197 and 9 first downs. Really pretty much even across the board. 524 total yards for the Seahawks to 411. Usually when you see things like that where it's balance and yardage and stuff like that, it comes down to turnovers. And I don't got to say nothing else but 6 turnovers. Simple as that. Those Rams was hungry. They got to the football. They picked this boy off a lot. So we're going to dig into how many Ugalele was out there donations. He threw 5 of them things. It was a lot of quarterbacks, big time quarterbacks in this playoff donating. So 42.3 QB rating ain't gonna cut it. 218, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions. And Hudson Card was damn near perfect, if not 153, 221, 3 touchdowns, no INTs. He was sacked 3 times though. Let's look at his completion percentage, 72%. Man, I told y'all Hudson Card was a problem, and you're seeing it come to light. Period. Jalen Berger, man, he was second in the league in touchdown rushes, so he had 4 of them things. 18, 179. You're seeing a baby T right now. That's what you're seeing. Bottom line, this guy's becoming a scary player in the NFC right now. Early, first season, put his team together right away, took over a team that was pretty much already put together, and he's shaking it to do. I would love to see what he's going to do in the offseason. Kadarius Toney, 19 carries for 134 yards. We usually see him catching the ball, but he averaged 10.3 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns, but he fumbled in this game. On the receiving tip, Josh Van, we've been talking about him all year long. 4 catches, 110 yards, 3 touchdowns. He went dummies. My boy Jalen Darden, 3 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown. Where is the big time guy at? I don't see him up here at all right now, man. Metcalf, no catches. He's not the only big time receiver that was held in no catches in a playoff game. So let's keep talking about it right now. All right, so Mike Evans, 3 for 77, and the rookie tight end Patrick Herbert, 2 for 50. On the defensive side of things, I don't really want to see much over here. I just want to see who got to the quarterback. All right, Khalil Mack, old ass, got over there twice, and then Tadariel Slayton got there, and then the trade, George Carr. How you say his name? This was your player. He had George Karlaftis.
I think that's on the film. Yeah.
1 sack in this game, so he stepped up on the trade. So, all right, so we had picks, a lot of interceptions. So let's stay over here with the Rams, and let's just see who got to the ball. Cornerback Sullivan had a pick. Trey Washington, the my player, had a pick. Jalen Ramsey had a pick. Burgess had a pick. And Keon Neal from the middle linebacker spot had an INT in this game, which moved the Rams to the divisional round to meet with the Cowboys. After we talk about the Cowboys, let's slide over here to the AFC and look at what happened in the first game over here, 2 versus 7. 45-17. Everybody pegged that. They said this was a trap game for the number 2 team. But I don't think it was a trap game. I think he matched up against a person he just flat out better than. And you see 45-17 on the board right now. The guy that gave up on life in the league right now, and all he does, the only time he comment is when he want to talk about another man winning the Super Bowl. So here we go. 325 yards, offensive yards gained to 279, 8 yards rushing, 113, 267 on the pass attempt, 166, 16 first downs to 5. I mean, where we go wrong at? Again, you can't be in the playoffs with 7 turnovers. Simple as that. Dolphins turned it over once. Broncos turned it over 7 times. Need I say any more? I mean, that's what it comes down to. 38.7 QB rating. He threw for 302 yards, but all he did was throw picks. Eric Mahoney at 112.4, 180, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Looked like the Eric Mahoney we've been seeing all year. Neef Buck, 16 carries, 97 yards. He had a touchdown. Emery did score twice on 3.3 yards a carry. In a receiving game, Rondell Moore always goes dummy. He just didn't touch the end zone. 9 catches, 173. Drake London Bridges falling, 391. Odell Beckham showed up and scored a touchdown in this game, and Frank Darby with 1 play tutty, 1 play for 163. I mean, 1 catch for 63 yards and a touchdown. Jamar Chase had 1 catch, 21 yards, no touchdown. So he's the best receiver on the Dolphins team, but he just probably was running dummy routes all game, and in the process of that, the other 2 receivers got loose in this game. So because you threw 7 INTs, let's just look at the Dolphins and see who dominated in the secondary, because he had guys playing well all year. So yep, the my player Tyre Callier with 2 picks, Deuce Chestnut, the rookie corner, with 2, the veteran Brian Jones had 1, Stephon Gilmore had 1, and Dylan with a pick in this game right now. So the Dolphins slide waiting for their opponent in the second round. As we go down here to the 21-35 game, Cleveland, the 6th seed, upsets the number 3 seed on the road right now. All right, so we got the coach for the Colts anyway here right now. Talk to me, bro. What happened in this game?
In the Browns game, offense came out a little slow. We could not get a stop, honestly, until when we got a stop. I responded and I got a throw out of sack, so it kind of killed all momentum, and then I think that gave his team the finishing momentum to finish out the 3rd and the 2nd. And then a bad read by Mills didn't help with his influence. We kind of just lost out. Didn't give JT the ball enough, honestly.
104 killed Glass, 104.8 QB rating, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Mills did throw 3 in that game. And again, you're going to see low QB rating when they're not stepping. But right now, I see 19 carries for 200 yards, 10.5 yards a carry. I don't understand why this guy didn't win you the ball game. I would have put all my cards on him and allow him to run his way to a victory. He was balling. Jonathan Taylor showed up today in this game. Period. Nick Chubb did get a touchdown, 9 carries, 68 yards, so he was effective running the ball. Bowman as well, the rookie, played a little key role too, 5.7 yards in attempt. Shit, even Jamar Jefferson had 3 carries for 22 yards and a touchdown. I don't know. I think you shouldn't have been throwing the ball as much. But guess what? For me to say that, I'm in the same boat. We'll talk about it later. But David Njoku came alive. We haven't really been seeing him do anything since season 1, and he came alive in this game. 9 catches for 189 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, pretty much that's the game. Now, I will say this. The Colts roster is very young. Taking a young team into the playoffs is always a little tricky, man. You don't know what type of...
6 out of 11 defensive rookies have played in that playoff game. So,
right.
Yeah, I can't... Yeah.
And then we're not even counting the guys you drafted the year before. So, so you got a really young roster right now. Yeah, so I get it. Take a young team into the playoffs like that. But the Browns is a good player, bro. Tyreek Smith, he got some good players on his team. I mean, dogs all over this roster.
He won the
He's
game and
another
stayed
one
on
of those
top.
guys that I don't know, but is it by design or he just can't get trades off? Maybe he not doing the right shit when he trading, but he keep his team together. And when you keep your team together since season one, those guys are gelled together. They're going to play really well in the playoffs. They're going to play strong because there's no new pieces really coming in and being a main factor, especially on his defense. But then Tyreek Smith, we know he gets to the quarterback every season. Chad Surratt, one of the top linebackers in the league, with a sack in this game as well. Kwity Paye always gets to the quarterback, but it looked like he really just didn't go dummies in this game either. Fred Davis had a pick, but Denzel Ward, one of, if not the best corner in the league, had an INT. Darius Conway had a pick, Dell Pick was there, and then Donovan Stinner was
He
there for a
kept it
pick
short.
as
It was
well.
a different Browns game, honestly. Like the deep balls wasn't his game like we usually play. It was in between tight end delays, little tight end just straight up the seam, running back check on the first and third down. You know what I'm saying, to keep things
So it
calm.
sounded like he found the holes in your zone defense. It looked like he played a lot of zone in this game, and he found holes. Simple as that.
Yeah,
Like, and not
literally.
disrespecting your defense, but it's way easier in this disc with this Madden to throw on zone than it is throwing on man. So, you sitting in zone, it doesn't really take a genius to throw it to their first, second read right away,
Yeah,
especially
his
if
quarterback
there's holes on the field.
80% completion in a playoff
Yeah.
game. Like you're not
Right.
gonna win when the defense. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. He did what he had to do coming out there with
All
I feel
that
like he knew the
did-
defensive line was coming, so he got it quick. He got it out there quick. Like he's not playing a whole lot. I think he
All
got
that
one
did
sack
was
on
take the motherfucking Browns to the number one team in the league, the undefeated team in the league. We'll get back to that. Let's slide over here and look at what happened in this Washington football team who was hot down the stretch, really hot down the stretch. They get back matched up with a division foe, and anytime you play a team 3 times in one season, you're dealing with some issues, some situations. You got to kind of play perfect because you know each other to the T. Now, with that being said, let's dig into player stats. That's all I want to see. JT 64.1. I'm gonna tell you like this: the Washington football team is really good on defense. Period. So I don't care who your quarterback is; he's not gonna look like his best self when you play against that defense. But you can't have a quarterback with 12.2 QB rating at all. 95 yards, 5 INT. They both was donating, but the fact that Kevin Harvey couldn't get anything going in the passing game is the reason why they took this loss in this game. In the run game, ETN does what he always do: 20 carries, 121, and a touchdown. 3.1 from Speedy ain't gonna cut it. He did score, but that's not gonna cut it. You gotta be able to get, keep the chains moving. 5 for 92. Your running back's your favorite target in this game, as well as the tight end. Amari Cooper, the old man, caught a touchdown in this game. So it really just came down to defense and who got the stops when they needed them at that time. So let's look at the sacks. See who did what. Tresman Marshall had a sack. Tunji had a sack. Sweat had a sack. And then when you get to the INTs, the rookie Amari Harvey had 2, and then the my player Derek West had 1. Trent McDuffie 1. Palamayo, he picked the ball off all year, leading the league in interceptions. He had a pick. Trey Brown, I think people don't realize this is the shutdown corner when Trey Brown crossing, and you got guys that you wouldn't expect to get picks in this game, like Benjamin St. Juste, whatever you want to call him. He's a Canadian. How you say his name, Mr. Canadian Nano? 1 interception in this game. St. Juice. Alright, so then we slide out of that game and let's stay here in the NFC and look at the game that really no one saw coming. The Saints wasn't a hot team. We don't even know how they made the playoffs, honestly. The Panthers were slated to win the division. They won their last game, but the Saints had a forced win against a division member. And I'm assuming Madden saw that. Division game, and maybe because of the division record is the reason why the Saints got in. But guess what? He got in. Don't hate on the fact that he got in or how he got in. That boy got in. Simple as that. And when he got in, he said, I'm in here, so let's make some noise right now. Nobody, I know I didn't pick this game for Nano to lose. No disrespect to Young Tank, because he's been playing pretty good. He got way better. But here we go. Offensive yards gain, 182 to 335 is the ball game right there. When you go and play the 49ers and you outrush them, you are going to win the ball game. 178 for the 49ers, who are the running team of the league. Gave up 254 on that 49ers defense. So looked like Master Teague was having a day in this game. In the passing game, 1 had 81 yards. 4, goddamn it, Nano.
Oh shit.
I ain't even see this. I watched the whole damn game. Damn. What the fuck what you threw a pitch or something to a running back? How you get 4 yards passing? 7 first downs to 12, man. 232 to 335. I mean, the funny thing was the 49ers was up 14-0 and had an opportunity to go up 21. And what happens is when you're not a passer and your game is run, when you need that one play tutty, which he got the look he wanted. The Saints played with the safety, came down in the box, wasn't worrying about the pass at all, and Stephon Diggs was wide open, and the quarterback missed the fucking play. And then you just saw the turnaround from that point. From that point on, it was a turnaround in this game. And it really came down to the Saints scoring 17 points in the second and third quarter, and the 49ers only scoring 3, kicking the field goal. And that's pretty much what changed the game, bro. This was a hell of a game, though. No quarter. I love you, bro, but I gotta laugh at this shit. Oh my god.
My shit not know much better than that.
His starting quarterback had backup quarterback numbers. I didn't play. He had a 0 QB rating. So get the fuck. Oh my god. Oh Lord. Hey, y'all not gonna laugh at this shit. This ain't funny. You got a nigga that started all 4 quarters and had a .0 QB rating.
Much better than his ass.
I can't. I mean, you see, I'm picking my shit last. I don't want to get over there to my shit, but damn, 3 picks in this game, and that's the reason why you lost the ball game, because you know you're not a thrower, and for some reason they forced you into throwing passes you really wasn't trying to throw, and 3 picks. But that one play kind of turned this game around. This nigga balled the shit out of Nano. 31. So Nano's usually the guy with 31 carries. Oh no, 31 carries up here. Oh my god.
Nah, you don't see Dolphins because
he not on the team. Nah, no, I get it. But 31 carries, Master Teague, 246 yards. He balled out, bro. You gotta give Master Teague, and then he talking about trading this guy. And this is the shit I don't get. But them motherfuckers want to know how I be trading. Anyway, 31, 246 yards, rushing 7.9, 4 touchdowns. He went dummies. Why does he have a QB? Should just run Wildcat packages. Laughing out loud. Shit, Nana, you remember every last one of these guys in there that's talking right now.
Who said that?
Remember those names.
He said,
remember those names. Kendall, 3 catches. Nobody caught the ball over here. We're not even going to stay here. But that was the game, bro. Master Teague won the Saints a playoff game and pushed them into the division league. So you got to say congratulations to Drip Tank, bro, making it to the divisional round in the playoffs, bro. Shout out to him. I don't know if this was his first ever playoff win. Was it? Was this his first ever playoff win?
It was the first.
I think so, yeah.
His first
it wasn't his first appearance.
49ers.
Not his first appearance.
Not his first appearance, but it was his first playoff win. I would say right here, man. That's impressive. That's a guy that stuck it through. I'm telling you, because he been in the league since Game of Thrones, and he been through some dark days, bro. And the guy turned it around. He's playing at a high level right now, and this is what you want to see when you run a league. You want guys, that come in, take their ass whoopings, and don't do what some of these guys that be in chat talking about. Did the Raiders win the Super Bowl? Yeah, I'm ready to play this season, and take a whole year off because they can't conquer their goal, so they fucking fool and just fall back to the backside until the new season start type shit. This guy stick through that. He took his lumps, played every game since Game of Thrones, and look what he doing now. He out here balling and winning playoff games. That's the growth of a good league, and guys that want to get better. Simple as that. So shout out to you for allowing me to be able to use you as an example on how to grab your nuts. Simple as that. Now, before I go to the divisional round, I got to go over here to the game that was probably the best game, should have been the best game in the wild card. This was the crazy matchup. It was 2 really good players playing against each other, but it was one-sided like a motherfucker. This game came down to me getting a pick and then throwing a pick 6 on the goal line. And when you talk about quarterbacks and throwing and turning the ball over, let's look, because I can't laugh and talk shit to anybody. Lamar Jackson, 25.5 QB rating, bro. 7 interceptions on the day. Damn near 6 of the 7 got took back to the crib. Simple as that. He really just played like a bag of dirt, bag of dog shit. Herbert, 118.7, 153 touchdowns, 1 pick. In the run game, Najee had 14 carries for 114, 8.1 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns. Williams had 11 carries for 111 yards, but really that was cleanup duty. So at the end of the day, he couldn't get it going either. I'm gonna just say this: the Chargers defense was hitting on all cylinders. They was flying around. They played as man-to-man the entire game except for like the fourth quarter, and their man-to-man was so strong we just couldn't find no separation at all, and they dominated. They are on fire right now, and I think they playing really well. So this matchup tonight that we should be seeing, or if not tonight, tomorrow, the matchup between the Raiders and the Chargers should be a good one. Defensively, I'm just gonna look at the Chargers. We got our asses whipped. We don't deserve to see no stats up here. Troy Aikman, the safety that you want to play man. You bring some speed on the field. You take your 2 starting safeties and put them in a sub linebacker spot to be able to stay in front of Lamar Jackson and frustrate him and keep him in a pocket type shit. And then Troy Aikman just stays back there and plays big, man. He had 3 picks, but everybody touched the ball in their secondary, and I got a pick. Melifanu had a pick. Brad Hawkins had a pick. Linebacker Preston Brown had a pick. Isaac Taylor Stewart had a pick. The Chargers went the fuck crazy on the Raiders. We looked like we was a little bunch of kids that didn't belong on the field. Like we just really got overpowered. It was a hard game for me to sit here and really try to take. I get mad when I lose like anybody should, but like this one had me damn near ready to quit in the second quarter. I'm just keep it 100. I was frustrated, very frustrated, which probably made me keep trying to throw bombs, and just mad that like the offensive weapons I had just could not get separation at all on this defense. They literally was flying around, bro. The speed of this defense is fucking unreal, and those guys, they play good, man, bro. They just lock on their receivers, and they just, to the point where the momentum was so crazy, the good corners I have couldn't cover a motherfucker. I mean, Stingley got took for an 80-yard bomb. So it was just a rough day for the Ravens at home in the snow. Played like shit. So shout out to the Chargers, man. You know, when you play a Titan, and Titan steps up, that Titan did. He went on his thing and did what he had to do to move on. I'm sick. Don't get it fucked up. I don't even want to have this conversation right now. I'm sick right now. But anyway, he got the match up with the Dolphins. They've been talking shit to each other in the chat for about 3 days. And you see 28-10, this game got quitted. This shit was a 59 at what, 14 or something like that, Nano? 59-7 game?
57-7 or something.
57-7. He beat the shit out of the Dolphins. Dolphins pulled the plug on some, man, fuck that. How this nigga team that good? That's the report I got back. And I'm like, come on, bro, you pulling the plug. Like, you can't punish me. Niggas been pulling the plug on T. I'm like, you right, can't say nothing. But anyway, he whooped his ass. So I can't sit here and talk about stats because these are sim stats. So I can't sit here and kick it here. So we'll go here to the uncle and nephew game. So when we say uncle, we talking about D West. The Cowboys is the uncle of the little 14-year-old, and they rocked out, man. 35-28. This is a good game, bro. 35-28, 1-point game. I mean, 1-score game. Across the board, 388, 375. Who watched this game?
We all did.
And it came down. What did it come down to?
Last 2 minutes 30 seconds, like for real. Like they both had a drive, and within the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds, one to seal and one to tie.
146.2, 304 yards. JT Daniels balled out. He had 2 touchdowns, no picks. Hudson Card threw for 278, 3 touchdowns, but he threw 2 picks in this game. And look, you kept Burgess under 100 yards. These are the keys to success, because he even kept Travis Etienne under 100, but 3 rushing touchdowns can call it a day right then and there, man. Again, 2 demon times, man. Uncle versus nephew, and D West, man. So look, this is what I want to do. I want to give a shout out to D West because he has been playing really good. He been GMing really well. You don't hear him complaining, talking shit about anybody else's team. None of that shit. He just got his head down, playing with his Cowboys, putting that team together, and he's been in the playoffs every year. He's just been happening to lose the Boone every year. I think this is his run. He's in a situation right now. He get to his first Super Bowl ever playing in my league. So there's a lot of pressure on him, and I think he's playing good enough football to do it. The problem is the person he's going to play. I got him more than any. That's my guy right now. 14-7 ball game. This game dropped more than motherfucking a whore's pants. I'm talking about this game was dropping like a motherfucker. So somebody's internet was on motherfucker freeze tag mode.
Yep.
So I'm not going inside the game because they had to play it 12 times. I just noticed Lions did what he came to do, which is win a game. And guess what? And I know this hurt right now, Nano, but let's just congratulate both of these guys. One of these guys are going to a Super Bowl for the first time ever in a Madden Franchise Junkie League. One of these guys.
It hurts, but we're gonna be back.
And over here, the same story. Raiders either playing the Chargers, or Raiders either playing the Ravens, and Raiders been winning. I think the Chargers got something to say about this game over here. I do think so. But then before you get to that, you got to go what happened over here. Now, I didn't watch this game, but I did hear some chatter in the chat during this game. Anybody watch this Raiders versus Browns game? 70-37?
Yeah, it was.
I didn't watch any of that.
There was like a kickoff that got ran back, and then the game was pretty much at a
Trevor Lawrence threw perfect court QBR rating though.
158.3, 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. This guy out here dotting motherfuckers up. And the funny thing is like he's not exotic with his dots. Like you're literally gonna get his 5 passing plays and you just can't stop him. Simple as that. And you can't tell me it ain't him because again, he plays some of the best defenses in the league and does this type of shit to him. So he got a system. He got this game so down packed, bro. He got a system. So and maybe we need to take notes, bro. For real, honestly, let's we do a lot of shit talking to T, glitchy this, glitchy that, wiggles this, wiggle that. But at the end of the day, bro, Hitter had it right, man. The guy has been throwing the football in this league. Fuck what he did in Game of Thrones. Right now with Trevor Lawrence and his system is perfect for Trevor Lawrence. I could sit here and break down why his system works and what he does, what abilities he got that makes it and how he understands his abilities. I could talk about all that, but at the end of the day, what Falky always say, numbers don't lie. Men and women lie, numbers don't, right? And they just don't. Trevor Lawrence is really ace in this league, bro. He's an alien at the end of the day, and he has an alien controlling him. So 500 yards in this game, 4 touchdowns, no INTs. A kill glass playing for the first time in the playoffs, 66%, 316, 1 touchdown, 3 INTs in this game. So you already know Michael Carter, MC8, gonna do what he do. That boy is jump man. 19 carries, 222, 11.7 yards a carry, 4 rushing touchdowns. At the end of the day, once you do that with your running back and you add those numbers with your quarterback, I can imagine what the receivers look like. Diami Brown, I keep telling y'all he's the best receiver on this team. 6 catches, 240 yards. He averaged 40 yards a catch, 1 touchdown. Ruggs had 3 for 118, touchdown. Peyote tried to play 397 in the T. Franklin's 3 for 72 to Rook. And then even down here, his main target, the guy that makes his offense go, Darren Waller, had 2 catches, 59 yards and a touchdown. It's just hard to get him off the field when he can score with any one of his weapons at any moment. And we already know the safety play he got, right? He plays so well with his safeties, he thinks Jonathan Abrams should have got him the first overall pick. Anyway, Witherspoons came over at a pick, and so did Mikael Wright. And are we talking about a guy that's a top tier corner in the league, and Mikael Wright? Do any of y'all feel that way? That pause alone tells me to answer that question. Should I move on? All right. No. Now, with that being said, we got a matchup. Here we go. 1 versus 5. Black, the guy that got his ass whooped by the 5 seed, he calls this guy, what do you call him? Johnny 5. All right. Why? Because T wins the division. That means Falk go to 5. If Falk wins the division, that means T go to 5. Just so happens to be T's won the division every year so far. All right. So can T get to his 4th straight Super Bowl? Or is these Chargers charged up enough to stop him from getting? They play good games, so T can talk all the shit he want. When he played his game, he putting his fucking his gloves on. He not coming into this game and just thinking he gonna do whatever he want. Even though his mouth might say so, he know he's in a dog game, a dog fight with this game right here. So I don't think he comes into this game thinking, "Oh, you a shit stain and I'm gonna whoop your ass, you ass. I do what I do to you all the time." He'll say that, but he'll play the game as though he respecting the guy he's playing. Trust what I'm telling you. Now, Falky's been selling all out, bro. I think at this point he's the bad guy. His mouth, he argue with everybody, cuss motherfuckers out. He's always into some shit in the chat with guys. He's been the bad guy for almost 2 discs now, and he's in a situation right now where he hasn't got a Super Bowl. He's won in Game of Thrones. He has won Super Bowl in Game of Thrones, but this is the league, real draft. So this is important for him. I think he thinks his team is at that point. You know, we all say that by season 4 and 5, our teams would be built right now. He can say that he put his team together to be built for season 4 and 5. Usually I can say that, but I've been blowing my team up so much, I'm still stuck on season 2 right now. Now, with that being said, Falky got the team, T got the scheme. Make sense to y'all?
Yeah. Yep.
Falky got the team, T got the scheme. Who's gonna win? Who y'all got?
I'm taking the Chargers.
Chargers.
So we got 2 Chargers. I'm going Chargers too, only because I'm not praying for my boy downfall, but we need to stop him from winning Super Bowls. Because what happens is this: you get guys, the other guys that can't get to a Super Bowl, that went to left divisions and went to certain situations and can't get to it. They get to hang their hat on a motherfucker that don't even fuck with them at all. So I'm tired of seeing that type of shit. So I need my boy Falky to step up and get this dub right now. Simple as that, right? This is going to be an interesting game, and I think if you don't watch this game, if you're a Madden franchise junkie crew and you watch our real talks and you pay attention to our league, if you don't watch this game, if you ain't on the Facebook group page, then that's on you. But you better get over there, Madden franchise junkies, the Facebook group page. Get over there, because that's where this game going to be at. It'll be posted right over there for y'all that's not in the league to watch this game. If you are in the Madden franchise junkie league too, it'll be posted in that league too for you guys to watch the game. Simple as that. Now, on the other side of things right now, Lions, Cowboys. So I'll start with you. Who you got, Nano?
The Lions are playing really good right now, but so is D West. Well, I'm taking the Lions.
All right. Who you got, Max? Did Max disappear? Did he go get a drink? Alright, he ain't on here no more. Alright, so I'm going with the Lions as well, too. Who you got in this game, Lions or Cowboys?
Lions by Lions. I ain't gonna say no margin.
Lions. It's crazy because in any other game, any other matchup, I'm going with D West. Any other matchup, I'm going with D West. But because it's the Lions,
and I played him this year, so I think
because it's the Lions, man, he's my guy, bro. I gotta root for him. So I'm going Lions here, man. Either one of these guys that make it to the Super Bowl is enough for me. They made it. That's the simple thing. That's all I care about. One of these two are going to make it to a Super Bowl for the first time ever in my league. And that's one thing that I'm proud of as a commissioner. I'm proud to see this type of shit. And that's what's up. Because these guys get into a Super Bowl, getting to play in the Super Bowl before guys that been in the league and, you know what I mean, longer than them, and some of these guys that ain't really playing their games no more and shit. You know what I'm talking about? They ready to do something they ain't did. You know what I'm talking about? So anyway, both of these games will be all over our social media sites. You know what I'm saying? Everything's Mad Franchise Junkies. Whatever social media thing you on, we on it. So holla at us. You know what I'm talking about on that. Now, I don't got to talk about nothing else in this league right now because this league is set in stone. This is the best league around, hands down. There's nobody out there that can argue with me your league's better than this. It's not our shit chipping. We just drafted last week. Tell me how we playing the Super Bowl this week. Your league ain't lit, bro. And I gotta stay humble because the moment you start talking shit and bragging, your shit start to fall off. But we stay humble too much when it comes down to leagues. Our league is chipping right now. Simple as that. And it only chip because the members in it do their damn thing right now. This is one of the most competitive leagues, and it just got stronger. So at the end of the day, it just got stronger. We just made Demon Time full again. Yeah, I mean, I can't walk out here without talking about the motherfucker Chatter. Chatterbox himself is back. I'm quite sure he had 100 messages the moment I let him in the chat. Chipping, so they back full force. So you about to get Demon Times, all types of shit where they go down right now. So shout out to Bully for being back in the league, man. I appreciate you coming back, bro. Let's try to make it work this time, man. Don't do no bullshit to piss me off, cuz. Please. Alright. talk your shit, keep your head down, win some games. Simple as that. All right, fellas, we got to get out of that league right now, man. I gotta go to some things. Don't go nowhere. Stay with me. We loaded right now. We locked and loaded, man. We the hardest working commissioners on planet Earth right now, bro. Like, simple as that. So we're gonna jump out of here and keep it on sliding on down. Ease on down the road. Ease on down the road. You pick one, Nano. Where you want me to go? I think we go to the one that's shipping right now. Junkies 2. Man, franchise Junkies 2, the new league, man. The updated rosters where the rookies are on their appropriate teams right now. We're still in maintenance part of the league right now. But with that being said, we got to slide inside of it and see what's going on right now. This thing chippies. I'm already got a trade on the board, everything. We ready to get popping. How many members got over here already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and we still missing about 3. I didn't even expect us to have 26 this fast, bro. Niggas support. Shout out to all y'all that support me, Nano, for busting our ass to bring this thing live to you. So when I say your players are on your team. Now, here's what I'm working on. You know you can't come into my league without me understanding my drafts, right? So I wasn't able to give you my draft class right away, so we had to download a roster that had the rookies on their teams, on their rightful teams right now. So as we go through the process, right now what I'm doing for those that are in the league, remember, if you're in the chat right now, you should be watching this. All right, it's that simple. But so what I did was we started with the Bears, and what we're going to do is to separate it. And here's the difference between how I do things and how guys got to do things to better make shit happen. So what you get stuck with is you get stuck with double rookies when you start bringing in a new class, right? So we know Justin Fields is in the 2021 class, right? But you're going to have rookies such as Mooney, who's still going to be a rookie, right? So now you got a double rookie class pretty much because you didn't sim the league and bring in the rookies that way, right? That's a little harder because what we'd have had to do is I would have to sim the league and I would have to make the rookies from scratch. Well, the league chipping so fast, I didn't have time for that. They wouldn't allow that shit. Niggas would have been like, hold up, why are we taking so long, right? Now, I already got all the draft classes downloaded, which is easy. I would have been able to download the 21 class real fast, but we would have never got them on their right team. We would have had to literally have everybody in the league, everybody would have had all 32 teams in the league pick the players that they picked in real life for that to happen. Well, we ain't doing that, but I know how to make things happen. So what we do is we're going to sim the league and we're going to start with the 22 draft class. I got that downloaded already. We get to lock in and load on that, right? So what I do is I turn the new rookies to 20-year-olds. This is how you separate the two. All right, so when I go back and we work on Justin Fields, because all I did was put his trade on him, right? That's all I did. But when I go back and I work on Justin Fields and make him look how he's supposed to look with real pro day numbers, real player likeness, like this is not how he look. He ain't butt like that, right? So I would have got out of that. I would have came over here, made him a little light skinned because he is, and then I would have thought, what kind of face do he got? Can I find it? There it go, right there. Justin Fields' little ugly ass. Would have did that. Take him to 20 years old, and then I'll work on stuff right now. Like, all right, so we got that right already. I think we did that already, and then we work on stuff. And then when you see this done, if you're in the league, if you see this done, every player that get edited from my classes, you'll know they're done, and you can't ask me no questions about them because this will be done. If this is done, then that means everything else is done. All right. Now Justin's not complete at all, right? Because this has got to get better, and some of these stuff might change a little bit as I go into the numbers. I got to go to my my rookie class and get the numbers off of him and then put it on there. So what the hold up is going to be now, guys, you got to let us finish editing the class. Now we spent from 9 o'clock this morning to what, about an hour ago, fellas?
Yeah.
Doing the stuff we need to do for y'all that's in this league right now. So I'm not going to save his edit right now. Me and Shogun started this thing. So when you look at it, this is what I do. All the rookies, if they first round talent, we gonna grade them out. We just not slapping superstars on guys because they was first round picks. And we kind of graded it out. So this is how we looked at it. Zach Wilson, superstar. Of course, we think he's a superstar, right? All right, so he comes in the league a superstar. But you had an argument between a guy like a Michael Carter, who, if you ask T, superstar. Now you see he's 21 years old, so you know he's not fixed yet. We didn't edit him, but he did run a 4.57, some shit like that. He's more quicker than he is straight line speed. But again, he comes in with a trait. All right, he got a hidden trait, and all the rookies that's on the team that got drafted in this year's draft will have something done to them to make them look like themselves and have their real pro day numbers on them and shit. So you go through some of these teams, there's some gems on some of these teams too, man. This league is going to be fun for those. Now, I know a lot of you guys that's from Real Draft, you got some guys over here. We didn't invite everybody. It's not for y'all. This is for the dedicated outside guys that subscribe to our YouTube channel and show support all the time. We really wanted to get them, and then we wanted to get some of the active guys that, no disrespect, might not be playoff teams, and they just want to play in another league, just get some more of a Madden franchise experience. Well, this is where we at right now. So by tomorrow, around this time tomorrow, we'll be already in the off season. As I sim the entire year, we'll be in the off season, and we'll be starting with the draft class 2022. We'll draft, and then we'll be ready to play this league by Friday. So shout out to everybody that's joined this league, that showed their support, that registered and got inside the league. And let's get this shit chipping. For y'all that's new, y'all will be getting real talks, and because it's a 48-hour league, we will be able to keep up with some videos here and there. It's a little harder in a 24-hour league, because that should be 18 hours at times, 12 hours at times. That should be flying. I'm sitting on about 12 videos I ain't even put out yet. This shit flying so much. And then Shoguns, we'll talk about it a little later with the TV shit we got going on. That's about to start doing what it's supposed to do. It was a little pushback. We'll explain what was going on and why we not already in broadcast mode for that. But it's coming, especially with this league too. So it's coming down the pike right now. So everybody that came in, and how many guys we had in here? About 26, 27 already? 26. All right, so it's 32 teams, man. I didn't expect to play with a full league. I expected about 20, and we was gonna have fun, right? But we already about to be down to 32 right now. So if you want a spot in this league, you better hit me on Instagram, Madden Franchise Junkies, or you better hit me up on Group Me, wherever you know how to get in touch with AntHits, the guru. You better hit me up if you want a spot. It's only a few spots left right now, as you can see. We're ready to rock out, man. I can't wait to play some games in this league, because I only been in one league all year, bro. I haven't really played, but I'm like, why join somebody else's league when we can do it? You know what I'm saying? We got the energy and the time to do it. Let's get this shit popping. So you're gonna get Mad Franchise Junkies 1 and 2, right? You get Game of Thrones, you get Real Draft, all that shit from here on out. So holla at if y'all want to be a part of the best brand in connected franchise mode right now, which is Mad Franchise Junkie, the crew. If you part of that crew, man, I need a Swing Wagner from you. That's it. Swing Wagner if you're down with Mad Franchise Junkies, you heard? Now, with that being said, we still not finished. If you like to spend money and you think you can play the game and you good enough, then come join a motherfucking tournament. Spend your $50. 25 to join the league, 25 going to the pot for the Super Bowl winner. Alright, this thing hot. Something that nobody else is doing right now. Nobody. So go ahead and steal my shit if you want to. I'm a real life, you know what? If I catch you stealing my shit, you better hope you live in Indiana, motherfucker. I'm telling you now. Haha, now I'm just fucking with y'all. Niggas steal shit every day. Shit, I stole this shit from somebody else. And but guess what? I'm the realest nigga around, because the nigga I stole it from, his name was all over the flyer, and I showed that nigga some love and waiting for him to help out. What's up, dog? Ain't nothing for no work get done for free, bro. I don't know. So this is what we want. We want 14 members to play in the league. Now, it's a connected franchise tournament. Not MUT. Not the shit that you go watch on, that they be playing, the Madden tournaments and shit like that. That MUT shit that they be flying out, Jacksonville and all that shit. And a tournament. We created our own. They always forgetting about connected franchise mode. We hate that shit. Like, y'all act like this ain't the best mode on the game. I know MUT bring y'all all the goddamn money, because people spending money on cards and all that shit. But guess what? We can run a tournament too and do it the way we like to do it, which is connected franchise. I'm gonna stop right here and ask y'all that's talking with me. Would you ever think somebody can actually run a tournament in connected franchise mode?
Never.
Nope. Not the way you're running it. No.
Alright, so here we go. It go like this. 14 teams. That's 7 teams on each side. Right? Am I right? Ain't that how I go?
Yep, 7 on each.
Mm-hmm.
So 14 teams are in the playoffs. Alright? So what we do is we invite 14 guys to this league. It costs $50 to get in the league. The Super Bowl winner will win a pot, and then you re-up to be able to play again. That's how it's a connected franchise mode. But it's the fastest franchise ever. It's sim the whole regular season, play the playoffs, start with the off season. We're not drafting. You don't need to draft. Everything goes through free agency. If you want a guy in free agency, so for example, let's just say right now I go in here and I'm like, how can I make my team better? So most people gonna go just like this. Let's go find the fastest motherfucker left in here. I want Robert Foster. Ooh, 94 speed, 92 acceleration. I'm gonna hit the commissioner up and be like, yo, I'm putting a $5 bid on Robert Foster. So then we're going to be like, all right, bet. Once you make that $5 purchase, we're going to say, all right, you got 20 minutes for anybody to outbid you on Robert Foster. If the bidding war starts, it stops when you stop wanting to spend the money on this guy. If the bidding war stops at $5 after 20 minutes is up, that $5 go into the pot for the Super Bowl winner. Robert Foster goes to the guy that paid for him. You get one? Y'all follow me now? So the Super Bowl winner is going to win more than just the entry fee, right? They're going to win more than that because as you go through the connected franchise mode, there's going to be free agency. There's a lot of computer teams. You only got 14 teams. So a lot of guys are going to hit free agency. So you might want that Henry Ruggs, right? You might want that Lamar Jackson, whoever the case may be. All right, so you're going to bet a bid on it. It ain't no first come, first serve shit. You got to bid on him. You put a $5 bid on him, and if I'm bidding on Henry Ruggs with you, how far am I willing to go? Now, me, I feel like I can win the tournament, so I'll spend $30 on Lamar if I have to, or Henry Ruggs if I have to. It's going to the pot. I'm going to win that shit back anyway, if you're a gambling man. You know what I'm talking about? So what happens is we sim the first season. We play the playoffs. Everybody that's in the league will make the playoffs, and it always comes down to this. We started with this. First come, first serve. So for Albert was one of the first people to pay in the NFC. So he will have the first seed. So what I would do is, this is how you do that. And if two teams are in the same division, they can do two things. They can buy it out or they can play it out. Alright, so Falk and Boone is in the same division. They can play both their division games to figure out who's gonna get that spot, right? So what I would do is we would go to schedule, and because I know Albert is the Panthers, we know that, I will go to the Panthers roster, I will go to regular season, and we will give him wins versus all the computer teams. So we know he's first seed, so the only person he wouldn't get a win over is the Chiefs on the other side because he's the first seed. So I will give him the first win here. I will give him the first win here. I will give him the first win here. You follow my drift now? And we'll do that with every team, and it'll line up. Trust me, it'll line up right to where the Panthers are the first seed, the Packers are the second seed, and so on. How they paid their money in, and same thing with the AFC. And then once that's set, then we play the playoff games. All right, and then once the playoff games is played and the Super Bowl is played, 48 hours, no fast sim, no nothing, straight 48 hours. And once all that's over and done with, the winner get his bread, and then y'all can re-up to play in it again. I'm quite sure not everybody will stay in it. The gamblers will. Fuck it, I'm reeing up. Let's do this shit again, and then we move on. But we'll always have 14 if we don't, and we're gonna play with 10. We're not gonna get 14 right away. But as we're doing this thing gonna build. Trust what I'm telling you right now. So again, if you're a gambling guy, you feel like your game is good enough and you can win. And here's the thing: ain't no boosties, ain't nobody getting no superstar, none of that shit. You're playing with a raw regular team, how they are, and it's getting sim to the playoffs, and you got to play with that team. The only way you can make that team better is by free agency. The draft class doesn't matter. We're going to sim the draft. I'm not putting my draft class in there. None of that shit. Now, if they draft some good players for y'all can use them. So be it. And then we sim. So it's the season go like this: regular season sim, playoffs is played, Super Bowl winner is paid. Off season, free agency is done. We go through free agency. Once free agency is over, regular season is sim, playoffs is played, Super Bowl winner is paid. Simple as that. Re-up Same thing. All right, so this tournament gonna be the shit. I will be setting up tonight because it's gonna be started by Friday. Everything will be live. You guys will better see it. Everybody that's in it, even if you're not in it, you better watch it. See what we got going on. And what's gonna happen is this. I'm starting to sim tonight. I'll do that again when I get everything lined up. I'll sim it live. And we're gonna slow sim it. We're not gonna sim it fast because we do got 2 teams that are in the same division. So if they have to play, they're gonna play their games. But by the time we're done simming, the playoffs will be ready to be played by Friday. All right. So that's shout out to that Mad Franchise Junkies, the tournament. You heard? With my boy on top of that shit too. Like, I can't forget my boy Bumper Johnson, man. He came to me with this shit and asking me how to figure out to make this thing work, and you already know I'm gonna dig into it. Let's make it work. So Bumper Johnson, shout out to you for making this thing work over here, man. So now, as you can see, we busy right now. We got a Mad Franchise Junkie 2 league that's on its way to be chipping. We got real drafts. It's in the playoffs, on its way towards off season. We about to get to the Super Bowl there, and then we got the tournament that's starting for you gamblers that will be starting on Friday. Now, you ain't even gotta play. If you're a gambling man, sponsor a man. You got a dude that you know can win that money, sponsoring, man. My boy good. I might not be good enough to play and shit, but I know somebody that is. We got guys that did that already. I ain't gonna put them out there and say who it was, but we got guys that did that. They sponsored some guys, and they banking on them to win that shit, and they split the pot with them. Simple as that. A free flip. That's all it is, man. If you're a hustler, then you know what I'm talking about right now. Simple as that, right? Man, come gamble on motherfuckers. You can gamble on whoever you want. You know a guy in your league right now that be dominating the league. Come pay for it. Like, man, let me get a spot in that. Yo, you'll play for me, bro? We split the motherfucking pot, my boy. And what he gonna tell you? No? That's free money for him. And you grade flip 50 and turn it into some cash. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. Alright, man. Y'all guys be gambling on games, real life games in real life and all that. Come get to it, you heard? AntHits, the franchise guru. We always into something. We always doing something, because that's what I do with the game. Connected franchise mode. Fuck Mutt. You heard? And all them YouTubers on Mutt can't beat none of us over here and Connected franchise mode. You heard? We're out here. I'll holler at y'all on another date.